everybody, Leftie here. I'm coming at you tonight with West of Loathing again, and where we left off was... Hold on one second, I'm trying to pull up the chat, because I never like to move on until I got chat up. The last time we were on here, we were trying to get the train people to join us in our quest to take over the train from the bad people, bad guy, technically. And unfortunately, I'm stuck with two different people I gotta do stuff for that I don't know how to do stuff for. Okay, so I'm in the chat. No one else is here, which is perfectly fine. I'm just talking to myself. I'm okay with this. So anyway, I am going to go back to the circus to try and find this girl a stuffed animal. And I have an idea as to how, so I'm gonna go try it and see if I am correct. And yeah, we'll go from there. Do I go? Yep, I go this way. Almost forgot. Right. And there we go. Down again. And off the train we are. There we go. We go technically. So whatever. Says I have a new inventory, but I don't see anything in there that's new. To the map! Back to the circus! Go, swift steed of mine! Find a liquor cabinet standing in the woods. Maybe there used to be a house around it. You try opening it, but find it to be locked. That's probably why it didn't get stolen by whoever stole the walls. I can pick it! Decent whiskey and decent wine. Delish. Deliciousness. Okay, entering the circus. And I already did the balloon thing, so I'm gonna try the games. What's the game? Oh, I need 10 meat. I already got a ticket to the stage show, so maybe... I don't know. I'm gonna see if maybe there's like a second place prize or something. I don't know. But I need meat first. So I guess the first thing I need to do is... Can I sell something? I'm trying to figure out, but I guess not. So I guess we'll go somewhere else and try and sell stuff. Let me out of the circus! I don't want to be part of this world anymore. Alright, well, I got curious. I wanted to find out where I could get that one trait that I need for the other guy. And somehow it's either in Alexandria's ranch or it's something I can purchase from her bookstore if she has one. Odd bit of wood on the ground catches your eye, and on closer examination it appears to the corner of an old wooden box, mostly buried in the ground. Haul it up. You wrench the old trunk out of the ground with a mighty grunt and knock the rusted padlock off the front with a rock. It's full of experience points. Ooh boy. Yeah, doggy. Still no one in here. It's fine. I'm all by myself. Okay, so like... dig through it. Can I get in the old... Oh wait, whoa. Pick up the cannonball and inspect it. There's an inscription that you can mostly read. It says the cannonball came from Fort Treason. They got the address stamped right on the surface. This bombardment was done by the army. The horror! I don't remember if I read that before, but now I know. Okay, so... I'm guessing... I mean... Did I ever find anything out here? I guess I gotta go back to Dirtwater just to be sure. Because if the character's out in Dirtwater, then I have to get the book that I need from them there in order to get the skill I need in order to get the guy on the train to join me in my quest. So let's go see. And while I'm in Dirtwater, I can take a nap too. That's a good idea. Take a nap. Wake up the next day. Redo all my traits. But until then, let's go running all the way down here and checking. Tony's is a shoe store, and then there's a brewing company. So no. I haven't found... Because it says that the person has a bookstore. And I have yet to figure out how to get that first person. Okay. Well, let's see here. Let's take a quick nap. Well, okay then. And head out. I escaped my way out. Coma's man and saddle up. So now I just need to get some meat. Let's go to Button Willow's store. Anything I want to sell? I could sell one of those and get some money. I don't really need that, so I'll get rid of it. It's like regular dirt, but spookier. I'll sell that. I guess I'll sell a gold tooth. I'll sell a couple of those. Why not? What am I gonna do with it? Alright, so... Mind your meat. Oh, okay. I think I've already done that. Do I have binoculars? Do I have binoculars? I'm pretty sure I do. If I don't think it matters. I think I've already unlocked all the places to unlock. So I'm not too worried. Oh, hey Molly! You were taking a bath. It's fine. I'd take a bath right now, too, if I had the time, so... But I'm not. I'm doing this instead. Look at what I'm giving up for everybody. I'm kidding. Still, a bath does sound lovely. Alright, I think I have enough gold now. I don't want to attack it, but I guess I will. It's a cow skull, so can what's her name kill it real quick? Let me... Really? It's not a... How is it not... I still don't understand how that is not a skeleton. It is a skull. A skull is part of a skeleton. I just don't understand why they do not count as the same thing. That just doesn't make sense to me. You say potato, I say potato, and I kick you for saying it wrong. Alright, here we go. No. Wait, yes. Genius. What's the game? I know. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Okay. I can hit it extremely hard, or kind of hard, or quite hard. I'm gonna hit quite hard. There we go. I was curious, because if I hit it really hard, I'd earn another ticket to that show. Not a grand prize winner, but it's the best I've seen today. That's got to be worth something. Hand you a small teddy bear, small plush bear. So now, we got ourselves a teddy bear. I am doing well. I've been having a good few days. I hope you are doing well yourself. I'm getting ready for the holidays. Still kind of up in the air with everything. But you know, it wouldn't be me if it wasn't up in the air. A very accurate statement. Alright, follow the tracks to the train. Okay, go right across. Nope, not there. Got messed up. Not over there, over here. Then climb down. And we're gonna go. Could be better. Been stressed out. I'm sorry about that. I would do something to help me not stress out, but I don't know what to do other than play this game and act like I know what I'm doing as I butt scooch my way across the floor. Alright, so I'm gonna talk to her. How about this little teddy bear? Eesh, carnival trash. Maybe if you had the whole set of 3, that'd be okay. Are you for real? I gotta go get all 3 teddy bears? That's the thing I gotta go do? Is this even worth it? I will entertain all of you guys by going and getting all of the teddy bears that this kid needs for some odd reason. I will do it just for you guys. Just cause I love you guys so much. I will win this for y'all. Alright, so back on the horse. Back to the circus. Catch something out of the corner of your eye, horseshoe rolling down the hill towards you. It stops at the edge of the trail and falls over with a small thump. Hey, someone calls out. You look up to see 2 figures at the top of the hill about 100 yards away. Would you mind bringing that back? The man yells. We're playing horseshoes. Pitch it to them. You wind up and hurl the horseshoe up the hill. You hear a faint clank, and the men whoop and cheer. Guess you got a ringer. I got a ringer! 200 experience, or was it 20? I don't know. I think I should get a great amount of experience for that. If I could throw it above the hill like that and get that, I should get a lot of experience. Okay, so I'm assuming mysticality for this one. And if that's the case, how much mysticality do I have? My muscle is 26, my mysticality is 20. So I'm gonna wanna up it just enough to where it was like the same for muscle, I'm assuming. So, let's see here. Pistol, mysticality? There we go. So now we got the mysticality up. Let's try it out. What's the game? Okay, I'll give it a shot. Give it a whole lot. A small plush owl. There we go. And then, what's the game? Give it a shot. Shoot like the wind! Small plush kitten. Alright, so now we got all of the plush animals. Now this little girl better be happy. She just said she wanted 1 plush toy. I got her 1. She wants all 3. Is this why I don't have kids? Because they do stuff like that. Oh, I'll be fine. I don't need anything. I swears it. I only need this one thing. That comes in a set of 200. Could you buy all 200 pieces for me? At that point, you just like, nah, I'm done. Done with that. All right, put my other hat back on just in case I need to fight. And follow those tracks. Woo! All the way over here, climb back down, go across the path, climb back up, walk back across, scooching my face all along the floor, walk across, come back in here. Alright, come here, little girl. How about this teddy bear? I do, in fact. The little girl takes a trio of plush animals and judges them with a critical eye. Not very cuddly, but they're cute, I guess. Okay, lady, you got a deal. Alright, awesome. Alright, so I got everybody pretty much to help me out, except for this guy. And the only thing I know that will help him is requires percussive maintenance. And I have no idea what that is. I looked it up because I was curious. And again, what it was saying is I had to go to Alexandria's ranch and find a book. Which I was just there. There was no book. And then it said that Alexandria themselves would either have a bookstore in town. I'm assuming they start up the bookstore if you help them out. But they weren't there. But I did find a clue when I was there last time. And I kind of want this guy to help me too. And I'm very curious if I need his help or if I don't. But I'm going to go with it anyway and just assume I do in order for this to work. Like I need all of them or none of them. That type of thinking. I need all the help I can get or none of it. I can do all of it or none. So what I'm going to do is, it said fort... Which fort did they say was the one? Fort Treason. Okay. They said that there was a cannibal that landed at an Alexandria ranch from Fort Treason. So maybe there's something there? Ah. Well, here's a thing out of nightmares. Maybe not your nightmares specifically, but definitely someone's. A human skeleton scuttling towards you, crackling with blue electricity and making a loud hissing noise that sounds like a cross between a nest of angry rattlesnakes and a broken radio. Lasso that sucker. You pull out a coil of heavy-duty steel cable you found earlier, and I didn't bother to mention poke one end into the ground, and quickly tie the other end into a lasso. The skeleton, seeing this, gets the picture pretty quickly and runs away before you get the chance to try out your lasso throwing skills. Aw, but I still got 20 experience. It really is like reading a book. This whole game is really like reading a book. And the only difference is, in this game, I do the voices for you. They're not very good voices, but I still do them. Must have been where they stored all the fire. I forgot about that little quip. I like that. Must be where all the fire came from. Full canteen. Artillery targeting flare. Key to P.O. Box 114. Private Methuah's diary. Oh my gosh, I got stuff. P.O. Box 114, where's that at? Is that back in town? Battered and dog-eared army-issued diary. The cover says, Private Methuah, I think. Barely legible in a collage of gravy stains. Most of Private Methuah's diary is empty pages, ink splotches, and latrin duty again, blah blah blah. Near the end, though, you start to see notes about the fort's commanding officer, Captain Simon, going off the deep end. As Methuah put it, being stuck out here in the middle of nowhere doing nothing is driving the captain frickin' bug nuts. When the captain eventually decided that a nearby ranch, occupied by a solitary woman and her book collection, was actually an enemy spy outpost, Methuah felt compelled to warn the woman, but was too worried about getting court-martialed to give her any specific details of the looming threat. In an attempt to prevent an imminent cannon bombardment of the ranch, Methuah stole some ballistic charts and hid them in a post office box during the shore leave in Dirtwater. This place doesn't have any damn shore, he comments. What the hell? Unfortunately, the cannons had already been calibrated, and when Methuah returned to the camp, he discovered the shelling had already begun. In his last entry, he declares his intention to start a mutiny, but the diary ends there with no conclusion to the story. Interesting. Okay, so now we know where to go. So now that we have the key, we can go back on our horse, our sturdy steed, head back to Dirtwater. This game is like a choose-your-own-adventure type book. Because you really gotta pick and choose, like, what you follow. You can follow all of it, but it's gonna take you forever. You find P.O. Box 114, and you open it. You open the box, it's empty except for a single sheet of cardstock with the columns of numbers on it in tiny print. Fort Treason ballistic charts. This is a chart for army guys that explains how to more effectively destroy things from a distance. Okay. So I guess my question to that is, what do I do with this information now? Do I, like, go to the place where the lady... I'm assuming she's hiding somewhere on this ranch. But, is she, like, in the basement? And how do I get to her if she is? You hear the crack of a rifle and a lead bee buzzes past your ear. I call bullets lead bees sometimes. Off in the distance, you see a skeleton with a rifle. It looks like he's lining up another shot. Duck and weave. Dodging and weaving, ducking behind rocks and trees and so forth, you make your way up to where the skeleton is lying and take his rifle away. You can have it back when you've proven yourself a little more responsible. You'll shoot someone's eye out, or your own, twice, which may have already happened as far as I know. The skeleton trudges away glumly. Check out the rifle. The rifle is basically junk, but the skeleton's antique rangefinder seems useful. Antique rangefinder. Cool beans! Reminded me of the Goosebumps books where you have to jump all over the book and pick your own... Yeah, exactly. I actually had a few of those Goosebumps books. One of the very first ones I read was about a vampire dog. Oh, there we go. Place the targeting flare. There we go. I put a targeting flare on this person's door? Am I a monster? Or do I have to go back and shoot the cannon? Is that what I'm gonna go do? I bet you that's what I gotta go do. I guess I'm gonna go do that. Boy, this woman's gonna have a really bad day. What the heck? A ranting, falling man that has just burst out of the woods and is running straight for you. He's wearing a strange dome-shaped metal hat which bristles with wires and odd protrusions that crackle intermittently with bright blue sparks. He seems upset? Nyah! Trick him into taking off the hat. Spiders! Or wherever you're freaking out about. They're on your head! Inside my head! No, just on top. Take the hat off. The man scrambles frantically at the metal hat, and a bright blue flash momentarily blinds you. When your vision clears, the man is lying still with his eyes rolled all the way up in his head. Ugh, poor guy. Seen some weird things in my time, but you pick up the strange helmet and stow it carefully in your pack. Crazy electric helmet. Okay. Crisscross. Oh, but anyway, I'm sorry, I got a little lost. The very first, wait, was that the name of the book? Was Crisscross? No, it wasn't that one. It was a different one. I don't think that was the title of the book, unless you're saying that was the title of the first book you read with that. But the one I did was the one, this guy, his dog, is a vampire, and like one of the endings you turn into a vampire. One of the endings I thought was really cruel, and I got it like the first time I read it, was that you're a vampire and you're in bed, your mom comes in the next morning, she just pulls back the curtains and you just turn into dust. Stay out of the basement. Oh yeah, I remember that one. That one I remember. You look at the cannon, it's a fine cannon, dim-eyed culverin in style. Insert your cannonball. You peer through the rangefinder at the distant smoke of your targeting flare. You consult the ballistics chart and turn the little knob and crank and stuff to the appropriate places. You root around in your pack and find a match. Light it up. If that didn't open that vault door, then those grapes are probably sour anyway. Hooray! Alright, so back to the lady's place, where she was probably just trying to keep out of trouble. Trying to eat some stuff, and I'm just butt scooching my way over there like, I just blew up your place. Oh, books. Books and books. Take one. There we go. How to cheat at poker. I'll take that too. You got an issue of Modern Snake Oiler. So all of these wonderful books, some of which I just took. Gold Medal Smithing. You got Rich Vein, Poor Vein. The best love poem ever written. I've taken all of them. Most of them I could just steal that way. There's no lady out here though. I haven't seen a single lady. Maybe she's dead. I don't know. But anyway. The dust jacket of this book is missing, so I can't tell you who wrote it. This love poem is so good you're afraid to even read it because you might fall in love with the book. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll learn a new snake oiling skill. Article entitled Debilitating Toxins, Where Are They Now? Gives bad medicine a combat skill that reduces a target's moxie. Sure, we'll learn bad medicine. Better safe than sorry. And then, where's the other? Oh, so that's gonna add +5 to my pistol. Dirty poker skill. I'm gonna read it. You quickly memorize the entire book. You got a skill, dirty poker. So as to conceal the evidence of your dirty dealings, you eat the book. Let's hit the tables. Delicious book. This book is full of tips and tricks about the ancient art of fixing machines by hitting them really hard. Percussive maintenance skill. Time to get smacking. When you're done reading it, you notice that the book's spine is cracked. You try to fix it by hitting it really hard, but you just end up smashing the book to powder. Oops. Well, because it's a book. Well, it only gives me some AP. It doesn't really do much else, that thing, but... What was the... Let's see here. What did I just see that had stuff on? This one. 6 + 6 + 5. Okay, so the horseshoe's still better, so I'll just keep that. Never mind. The only book I can ever fall in love with is the ones that will grant me wishes. Well, none of my books have granted me any wishes. I'm still not a wizard. Or witch. You catch a glimpse of something colorful out of the corner of your eye and hop down and investigate it. Before you know it, you're mesmerized by a skittering rainbow of multicolor. It's the Frisco Vipers again. Right. I guess I'll have to fight them and lose terribly. So, I guess I'm just gonna try and see what these do. Oh, not much. Just keep going at it. Why not? Yeah, doggy. Get around, little doggy. I'll rope him. So he can't move for 2 turns. And then I'll throw some dynamite at this guy. Boy, that doesn't do much. Poison, but I can poison them. And I don't really need that for myself. So I guess I'll shoot him. Kerpow! And then she'll shoot. So I'll have 2 snakes that are gonna bite me in my butt. Oh, delicious. I'm still gonna die. After all that, I'm gonna die. Yay, dead. Alright, it's fine. I'm fine. I'm angry. I'll be good. Perfectly happy right now. Alright, here we go. So pleased with everything. Alright, over here, through the door, up the ladder, across the train, under the bridge, through the woods, on my hands. Got it. Alright. Snap a bound of it. Whap, whap, whap. What? Oh, sorry. Guess I lost it for a second there. Feel better? He rubs his jaw. Well, yes and no. Listen, we're gonna get to Frisco, but first we've gotta bust into the locomotive up front and arrest a crazy guy. I need some volunteers. Okay, I'm in. If I have to sit here doing nothing for much longer, I'll probably flip out again. Cool, cool bean. Alright, so we got everybody. Everybody's ready to help. Let's confront this guy. You pound on the door to the locomotive or engine car or cab or whatever. Open up, Norton! No! Alright then, I'm coming in. Oh yeah? You in what army, lady? You glance back at the passengers. Oh, I just... Me in this army! You and the passengers break down the door very impressively, though it would have been even better if you had some torches and those old-fashioned rakes. Norton is backed up into the corner of the engineer's compartment next to the engineer, who looked over his shoulder at you and shrugs. So-called Emperor Norton, you're under arrest for the crimes of being a total jerk. That's not illegal. It is when I'm in town. Everybody grab him. Except you, Mr. Engineer. I can see you're busy driving the train. Right. Actually, if you could turn around and head back to Frisco at the next station, that'd be great. No problem. Ugh! Ow! Let go! This isn't over! You haven't heard the last of me! Tell it to the judge, Norton. The prison judge. Alright, cool beans, we did it! You did it! Thanks, boss! No problem. We got the track laid right up to the station now, and the first ever cross-territory railroad thanks to the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company, and principally you. You did a real great job, Leftie's bestie. Aw, shucks, don't mention it. Alright. So we finally got the train. The final cutscene? Looks like somebody on the train got a job as a projectionist. Would you like to watch this movie? It's free because movies have only recently been invented and nobody's figured out that they can charge for them yet. Note, doing this will not change anything about the world or your character. When the cutscene is over, you'll still be right here and you can keep playing if you want. Sure, show me the final scene. Or not just yet. Not just yet. But we did it. We technically, I guess, seeing as we've gotten the train to go all the way to the town, I guess we've technically beaten the game. Technically. There's still quite a lot to do. Hi, Preacher of the Sun, how are you? Crime never sleeps. Very true. Crime never sleeps. What's with the huge brown? Tell me about Frisco. I already know all this. I don't know why I bothered. I want to dive in and fight. It's probably gonna be a bad idea. I'll do it anyway. Throw some dynamite. That should blow him up. That should have blown him up further than that. He's a human being. Don't tell me he survived that. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that most people survive that stuff. Because it just doesn't. Poison everybody. Why not? Shoot this guy. I've already got him low. Might as well. Shoot everybody! Kerpow! I'm not gonna survive this, am I? Oh, he's got magic! He's hitting me with a jelly bean. Or a kidney bean? A jelly kidney bean. I don't know. Alright, so shooting this guy again. Kerpow! Kersmudgeon! Get them both down. I think I might actually survive this. I don't know. I say that now, but, you know, I kind of also have my doubts. Okay, I should survive this. I'm not sure, but I think I should. Got it. Decent whiskey, decent wine, decent tequila. Well, they've all just gone right back to fighting again. It didn't really matter at all. Well, never mind. Sorry, no darts. Management. Got it. Can I go over here now to the pretty houses? Okay, so it's just super duper identical houses for as far as the eye can see. Well, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to end this game, see the credits, move on with our lives, and we can start a new game tonight, which I actually have a new game that I would love to share with you guys. Though, I'd have to start a new game, wouldn't I?
Not necessarily.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, how far are you into it, really?
Not enough to be upset that I'd have to start a new game. I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you guys wanna what do you guys wanna do? You want me to explore a little bit more of the map? Go back to some places, see if there's anything that we've missed that we haven't unlocked? Or would you prefer we just end it, because technically we finished the game, the main story, and move on to something new? I'm fine with either, honestly. I'm a good old-fashioned girl. I like stuff either way. Oh, I totally didn't look at that. Popular financial advice book a few years ago. Vainglorious. The book was sold and crumbly that reading it once caused it to be destroyed. So much for literary preservation. Got it. Gold medal silversmithing. Expert silversmith. Cool beans. After you finish reading it, you accidentally drop it in a nearby mailbox and are unable to retrieve it. Happy birthday, Mr. Postman. New game, new game, new game. Okay, well, you want a new game. I'm still waiting for everybody else to decide. Jeez. So impatient. You're literally right next to me. Why are you typing in there? I love my husband, y'all. He makes my day. And you know, it took me a while to get on this Western accent when I do this stream. It's quite bad. It's a very terrible accent. Guys. Guys, help me out and tell me what you want me to do. Because I'll wander. You know I will.
Just switch to the new game.
Okay, I guess. Well, I don't know if I can do that.
You don't know if you can do that?
I don't really know if I can do that right now. So I'll tell you what, guys. I have an idea. Castlevania, that is not what I'm going to do. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Let's see the final cutscene. When I'm done with this, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop the stream for just a little bit. Just so I can get some things set up. And then, I'm not. Bully, I couldn't even make it past one of the side guys. Like, he wasn't even a boss. I am so bad at that game. But anyway, I'm going to disconnect the stream for just a little bit so I can reset some things, get everything ready, and then I'll come right back and start the other game. And I'll show you guys what it is when I get back. So let's go ahead and see this final cutscene. Sure, show me the final cutscene. Some folks say endings don't matter. But other folks, they like to know how things turn out, the consequences of their actions, like... With the trains running again, Frisco thrived. People came from all over to seek their fortunes. But thanks to you, they didn't have to do it while on fire because some cows attacked their wagon. You got that right. Okay. So... is this it? It's just people walking across the thing? If I press the key, is it just gonna end the game? I'm curious though, like how many houses am I gonna get past before it's just like, please stop. Please stop the game. But it does say press any key. I'm just waiting to see just for a second. Like, it says there's houses for as far as the eye can see. Oh, see, it finally stopped here. Do I just... Okay. Oh, it just really didn't matter. With the railroad completed and Norton ousted, Smee found himself out of a job, but in of an opportunity. That's weirdly worded to me. After being elected mayor, he managed the growth and infrastructure of Frisco with compassion and pragmatism. In 1944, Frisco was named Most Reasonable City by the Tuesday Evening Post. You got that right. Most Reasonable City. Alright. Dissatisfied with the thought of returning to her old life in Boring Springs, Doc Alice opened a free clinic in Frisco and lived out the rest of her days as a practicing doctor. Frisco's loose moral atmosphere and the opening of a mercury mine that ways down the peninsula meant she stayed too busy to worry much most days. Love that mercury mine. The clinic was so important to Frisco's eventual counterculture movement that a popular song was written about it. The refrain was, "You can get rid of anything you want at Alice's clinic." Can I get rid of, oh, achievement unlocked. What's up, Doc? Oh, I just love all those people going to her free clinic now. Lovely. That's grand. After she finished getting the bakery boys up and running, Louise moved to Frisco and opened her own shop specializing in artisanal breads and pies. Unfortunately, after some unknown vandal kept breaking in at night and destroying all of the pies, she had to switch to a breads-only business model. I love just how, like, happily she's there with a breads-only business model. Thanks to your assistance, Hobart Boopert got the photography bug. Or should we say the photography owl? Anyway, he opened an art gallery so the citizens of Frisco would never again have to suffer from the inability to see pictures of owl skeletons whenever they wanted. Just wonderful. Just love this guy. Kurtz left the fort and set up shop in Frisco. His cult fitness group skyrocketed in popularity. The growth was entirely due to word of mouth because the first rule of Kurtz Fits is that you cannot stop talking about Kurtz Fit. Gotta love that. Kurtz till it hurts. Oh gosh, that is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my life. I still enjoy this so much. This is the type of exercise dancing I want to do. And I just love how miserable this guy right here is. He's just not even happy to be guy rating. He's like, oh god, why? Alright, moving on. The washboard and guitar duo that you sent to Dirtwater started touring as a cornpone holiday. They were a big hit in Frisco, but some people claim that their fans were all listening ironically. Oh yeah, I remember I sent those guys there. I totally forgot about that. You solved all of Redwood's problems. With the increase in morale and civic resources, they were able to clear the weeds from the roads and fix the well and the broken hitching post. There was even enough left over to give the mayor's office a new coat of paint, refresh the facade on the buttery biscuit, and add a second story to the bunkhouse. They even managed to get that horse into rehab. Gotta love the fact that I totally helped out Redwood. Oh look, the bunkhouse! 2 stories now. Just beautiful. There's that horse. I just love how that horse was literally walking on 2 feet the entire time, drunk out of its mind, and they finally got it into rehab. Best day ever. Olive Garden and Cactus Bill lived happily ever after. They even had a few young'uns. Sorry, I have a cactus kid. Just like, oh, that's beautiful. Chuck continued to run his blood and breakfast without incident, accident, scandal, or allegation for many years. Oh yeah, this creepy guy. Oh yeah, it's in the basement. No one can go down there. I don't know about this guy, guys. I think he's gonna try and murder someone. You won 4 of the reenactment scenarios at Fort Memoriam. They still talk about you. Remember when that Leftie gal came through here? Yeah, she was really, really good at this game. Do we have any more root beer? I was talked about for a brief second, but that sounds about right. With your help, Roy Bean's Jelly Bean Museum became the talk of the town. Well, first they had to build a town nearby, but once they did, woo-wee! Roy Bean's Jelly Bean Museum. They all clap fondly about it. You were remembered as a local hero in Dirtwater. Thanks to your efforts, it's became twice the town it was before you got there. They even put a statue of you on the main street. It washed away the first time it rained because they made it out of salt. But still, it's the thought that counts, right? Just love the fact that they gave me a salt statue. Best type of statue there is. A salt one. Oh, I remember that spittoon. That's the very first spittoon I dug through. All the memories. Just digging into spittoons. Everyone drink up. Yes, cheer for me. Everybody. I enjoy this so much. And there's my hat. Alright, so there we go. As for you, after your adventure you settled in Frisco and bought a very long, very narrow house. You filled it with souvenirs of your exploits and started an antique hat rack collection. When you left home, you told Rufus you wanted to seek your fortune. Unfortunately, you ended your adventures nearly penniless. Oh well, maybe Rufus can find somebody else to look up to. Ah! I love my house. This is great. I got a little gun box and a hat rack for all my hats. My oddity hats. I love it. I only have a few hats though. Oh, I obviously had to go do more that I didn't do. There's so many hats that are missing, guys. There are way too many hat racks here without hats on them. This obviously tells me I didn't do enough. Whoa, that music. In 1906, all the remaining cows in the West were simultaneously activated by some kind of signal from hell. They thundered east, forming a gigantic single-minded herd. Led by the infernal sadist Duke Bovicus, the cow army thundered east towards Dirtwater. Oh boy, was I supposed to prevent this and I didn't? Fortunately, a gang of rodeo clowns swept in at the last minute and slaughtered the herd just before it reached Dirtwater. Unfortunately, all of the townsfolk of Dirtwater had a hard time sleeping for pretty much the rest of their lives. Seriously, it was a grisly sight. 420 years later, deep beneath the ground, ancient machines silently stopped doing the thing they were built to do. It's probably fine. You and everybody you know are dead by then, and most of humanity has moved to space. Still though, it's a shame about the planet. There are some cool bars there. What is happening now? Okay, well, this is nice and odd. Thank you for playing. Well, thank you guys for making this wonderful game. It was beautiful. It's so lovely. I was whistling. Mr. Lieutenant Timebonkers. Still great! Just love those names. As all the folks of the India Mega Booth, but in particular those for all of our families and friends, everyone who played the demo at PAX, beta testers galore. I wish I had been a beta tester, but you know, it would have taken me like 3 years to finish a game because that's how I am. I try not to be. If you've enjoyed West of Loathing, you might also enjoy a free browser-based game, The Kingdom of Loathing. Why would you tell me that is a thing? I want to go play that now. I guess that's something we're gonna do. Probably not right now, but... because I've already decided on the other game that we're gonna be doing tonight. Though Kingdom of Loathing sounds great. Alright, so... I might come back in here at some point and just do some videos to show up like the other stuff that was missed. But other than that, guys, that's where we're going to call it with the West of Loathing. So, we finally completed this game. Took about 40 minutes tonight, plus the credits, and also trying to decide what we were going to do. And I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here. It'll probably be maybe 5-10 minutes, hopefully 5. And then I'll be jumping back in here for the other game. So hold on tight, guys. I'll be right back, I promise. So don't skedaddle, alright? I'll check you guys in just a minute. See you then.